I'd rather enjoy the fist myself. So I get that.
Others.
She chilling. Read me over.
One whole month. So let's just get this started. Let's get this started because I'm gonna be honest with y'all. It's only 11 a.m. It's already really fucking hot in here. Good morning, Spork. Good morning, Grummy. Good morning, Candy. How we doing, friends? Just put my phone there. But oh yeah, no, Spork's pictures. You know what? I got really excited. I thought Spork's like, oh, York. I'm like, Spork's in New York. I'm like, no, like there is the original York. So, but good morning, everyone. It's another scuffed cooking stream with your boy, Spork New York. I actually tried to, Spork, I tried to think of a pun for the stream title, but I don't remember what cooking stream this is for myself, so I couldn't do one as a result, because I'm like, I kind of know how to count in German, and I'm like, what number is this? And I'm like, I don't even remember. So, it's fine. We're drinking some cold brew coffee and ready to get started. Let's turn on my other camera because I forgot that that's off right now. Cool. So yeah, so we are making Zwiebelkuchen and Bratkartoffeln. Mouthfuls of German words. So, Zwiebelkuchen is basically an onion tart. It basically looks like a deeper quiche. So it's a deeper quiche, and it's basically only onion, bacon, and eggs, and that's it. So I don't see any issues with that. And the Bratkartoffeln is literally just fried potatoes. So, because I know Kartoffel is potato, and I think when you make it a dish, it's the at the end. I traveled to the UK. Grum, we've been to the UK. Granted, a very long time ago, but we've been to the UK. All right, so first and foremost, we got to get two things out. We got to get our bacon out. Actually, that's really all we need at the moment. Just got to get our beautiful Smithfield bacon out. Our thick, it's different now. It's Grum. Is that because you've been through your sixth prime minister? If you come back, yes, we will let you know. We do want to go back. I think we've actually decided if we do go back to the UK, we might go back to London. We wouldn't spend as much time there. I jokingly keep saying this, and I kind of always jokingly say I apologize if I offended anybody. London was basically New York City with different accents to me. It's a major city, so not a whole lot changes beyond some of the scenery and the accents. There's still Starbucks everywhere. There's still the areas of the city that aren't great. There's still the areas that are fine. We stayed in we actually stayed in Waterloo. It was fine. Like, it wasn't like a really bad area. It wasn't a great area, but I mean, it is what it is. We were right around the corner. I did not realize, from some kind of shelter organization that helps people who are experiencing homelessness, because there were definitely dudes just panhandling right outside the hotel, and they know exactly what they were doing. But I think we said if we went back, we would go to. We didn't go to Camden. We literally were only in like the UK, we went to the Globe, we went to the London Eye, went to the British Museum. We kind of only stayed like in like the main downtown area of London. We were only there for Candy 2 days, 2.5 days. Yeah, we were only there for a few days. Like, we kind of said if we went back, we would not if we went to London, we wouldn't spend as much time there. Like, I'd like to go to like Manchester or Liverpool. I've heard Leeds is nice. And I also want to go to Scotland too. Bratkartoffeln, really? On the day we're Good morning, Tess. Actually, good afternoon, Tess. Homeless people in London are fully scammed. Oh, but I mean, Spork, that's any city. Like, listen, in New York too, same deal. Yes, Tess, we are making. Tess, I realized I needed something else to cook because the Zwiebelkuchen has to cook for an hour.
We have a pirate ship with an empty.
Yeah, you were shouting at Tess.
How
much slice of bacon do I need? I need.
So we just need
5.
Anyone.
What is this? What is this? Do not make Leeds a holiday. Is it that bad, Spork? Is Leeds that bad?
I think I just killed a baby.
Oh wait, is this Scribblenauts? I remember Tess when you were playing Scribblenauts recently. Let me roll up the rest of this bacon. So we gotta really finely dice up this bacon. Okay, so Spork says don't go to Leeds. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, that's what I thought. I'm like, I remember you've been playing that recently. Okay, we gotta chop up a lot of bacon. Still haven't continued with the other Scribble. I've heard they're fun. I've heard they're very unique games, and not in a bad way. It's like they're very unique. I've also heard it's the only game where you can summon Cthulhu. I want to travel more, maybe escape the USA. Yeah, that's. So say we all, in the words of everyone on the Battlestar Galactica. Because I know Spork and I were trading jokes about politics yesterday in Gremlin server. It's not got much to see really. Sheffield is the interesting one because it's got history. Manchester has the food. Newcastle's interesting, but Leeds is Leeds. Edinburgh's. That's the thing. Like I worked with a woman years ago, and her husband's actually from Edinburgh, and she's like it's beautiful. She's like, you need to go. How finely minced? Because it says finely diced. I'm like, what's your definition of fine? Because the problem is too is that with bacon, it's like the blade starts to slip when you get really thin on the bacon. And I don't want to. And I'm sure Candy doesn't want me to rip my hand open again. Can you claim German citizenship? No, I can't. No, I cannot. I cannot claim German citizenship. Here's the thing. I probably still have family there, honestly. Don't know any of them, but I probably do. Because I know I don't think our whole family came over in the early 1900s. I would assume. Yorkshire is known as God's country. I've heard Yorkshire's nice too. Kelly, this is nice bacon. Kelly, good morning. Oh God. Can we get a shout out for Kelly, please? I know what Alice said. It's one of the ones I like. Come on.
You can see
I hear Phasmo. This sounds like Phasmo.
how well you deal with smoke. If you can still kill me, we can do a race. You could come here and chase after me.
Is this Phasmo? This is Phasmo. Yeah. Like I recognize that ambient noise. And there's a lemon.
Thomas, are you a bitch? Bitch ass cocksucker.
Listen, that's how I play that game.
Are you scared of me,
Morning,
Thomas?
Raven. Good morning. Come on. The one thing about bacon too, I did eat. I had toast before this. Even though I'm making food, I did eat. If you're in Gremlin's Discord, you'll have to see. I did. I think I saw some of them earlier. I've seen some of the ones you posted, Spork. It's green as fuck. It's green as fuck, boy. Well, Kelly out here insulting ghosts and giving me sass. Listen, that's how you play Phasmo. You insult the ghosts, and you call them out on their shit. Raven, how you doing this morning? Kelly, how you doing this morning? I'm sorry if I'm missing chat. Because I have the screen down. I have my phone, and I can't see it that well. You know, we're gonna do this. The problem with cutting bacon is that your hands get so greasy. Life is strange is so sad. No, I'm doing great. Better to miss chat. Yeah, that's fair. The problem is, too, is that because this is like thick cut bacon, it's very fatty. I mean, bacon in and of itself is fatty, but like, it's even more so. I love Phasmo. I don't say I love it. I really like playing Phasmo. It's just a level of scary that I can tolerate. Like, it's not too scary. It's entertaining. It's kind of puzzle solving, which I like. Because it's like, okay, we have to rule out X, Y, and Z. Like, what is this ghost? Candy does not like it. Candy has said specifically she doesn't like it because she doesn't like not seeing what's coming after her. She also says she does not like the kind of like that ambient background, like white gray noise that happens when you enter the house. So I'm gonna pretend I'm scared of my man. You got it, yeah. Oh, I've done that. I've started yelling. I've started fucking with the car alarms. I've started. Beeline, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Kingdom of Cask. I do like that. The reason I don't like the prison map, it's too big. That's my only issue with it. It's just too damn big. This cutting board's so greasy right now. I'm always. So I've done the prison, I've done the asylum, I've done the school. Again, the problem is they're too big, and honestly, the flashlights do nothing. They do absolutely nothing. Like that joke of like, you know, Mega Man saying the goggles do nothing. Same thing with that. Campsite, I actually don't mind either. None of the maps actually bother me per se, which is the interesting thing. This is a lot of bacon. A lot of bacon. And the nice thing is I still have more of this in the fridge. We are not using all of it. We literally, well, I could put all of it in there. I'm not going to, though. All right, you need to go, not over there. You go over there for now. Clemps never goes. No, Clemps never goes. But he also never goes easy because he gets bored in the game. And he is flat, and he has admitted this stuff. He's like, I get bored. All right, let's flip this back up. Let's flip our view. All right, now this is clean. It's got some crusted in onion skins. Good morning, Denver. How you doing? Fried bacon. How you doing, Denver? All right, let me actually wipe off the cutting board too and get as much bacon grease off of it as I can, because we've also got to chop up a buttload of onions after this. Also wipe off my blade too. But I hope everyone's having a good Saturday morning, or Saturday afternoon, or Saturday evening. Actually, I'm trying to think. For Tess... No, it actually is getting close to evening for Tess. Recovering from the 4th, I'll be honest. We didn't do it. We went to a barbecue at a friend's place, that was it. Spork! You don't have to sub here. Thank you. You don't need to do that. Nobody needs to sub here. I always say that. Nobody needs to sub here. But it is very appreciated. Heck the ads. Yeah, I know. Listen, I only run them once an hour. I only run them once an hour. Oh, why is that bleeding through like that? Hold on. Did it always do that? There we go. I was having... I forgot one of my camera relays the other one, and I kind of always forget that because this is a very ghetto setup that I have going on for this stream, because this is my old streaming laptop. It's not great, but it does the job. That's too many for me. I demand as interrupted. All right. Spork, it is highly appreciated, but you do not need to do so. All right, look at all that bacon. All right, you can go in there, get nice and crispy, and let's start chopping some onions. All right. back our view. Actually, no, it's fine. I was feeling like, are you better now? I'm like, yeah, you're actually fine. Actually, you know what? I need a big bowl. I need a big boy bowl for this because we're chopping 2 pounds of onions. It's a lot of onions that go in this dish. Yeah, it's an onion tart for a reason. Thing for me is I was tired up to the point. Oh yeah, no, I get that. Yeah, being tired going into it does not help matters. Let's get this first layer off. We'll occasionally have to give that a little bit of a zhuzh. All right, let's. The crazy thing is, I grabbed this bowl. I don't think it's going to be enough for how many onions we're cutting up. Enough of it. What do you want to make? Denver. I am making Zwiebelkuchen, which is a German onion tart. Think of it like a quiche, but deeper. And I'm also making Bratkartoffeln, which is basically just fried potatoes. Basically just fried potatoes. French fried taters. Fun fact, I've only seen Sling Blade once in my life. Zhuzh the bacon up a little bit. We're gonna have you hang out there because you're wood, so you shouldn't burn me too much. Heading back to Germany, yes. I like cooking things that are a little bit different and out of the ordinary for me. I know Meeps has one dish that she wants me to make, and I keep giving her shit about it because it's a Persian dish. The problem is the recipe calls for saffron. I don't know about all y'all who cook. Saffron's very expensive. Like, it's like one of the most expensive spices per weight, I think, in the world. So I'm gonna do it. Trust me, I read it off my taxes. I think we have some. Swifty, how do you have? Well, first off, what? Wait, Swifty, didn't you make paella one time? Am I misremembering that? Also, good morning, Swifty. How you doing? Swifty, I overnighted a springform pan for myself because nobody had one. Okay, that's what I thought. This is a Henkel knife. This is a gift from my parents for Christmas. Did I break skin? No, I didn't. I felt like a little nick in my hand. Like, that didn't feel good. But that's what I have it. Yeah, that's fair. I once asked a German girl for her number. I'm saying, wow, Spork. Candy, were you there for the time that Spork spent a whole stream with Really Revolution making French jokes? There was a lot of them. They were all good too. That's the best part. Also, for those who don't know, I do use my streaming laptop as a de facto half of a cutting board because it's the resting place for the onions right now. Oh no, it's fine. It's fine. I literally, it was like $10 and I overnighted it on Amazon. I saw it. I was like sitting there on my phone when we got home from Bionics, and I'm like, ooh, I can overnight a springform pan for myself. Cool. We're gonna do that. No, that's fine. I think the tough thing with a springform pan is I feel like it's one of those ones that's very easy to lose because it's multiple parts, and if you don't have one of the parts, it's basically useless. Specifically that bottom piece. Shush you guys to this. Actually, we should pull you off. What a German friend said. I keep thinking it's the number. it is not. And fun fact, it's pretty close to. Ooh, that's a. Well, those will break up. Ooh, that's good looking bacon. they just yeeted a piece of bacon across the kitchen. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 5. No, 5 is 5. It's been a hot minute. For eons ago, I was doing Duolingo for German, and I think Tess can attest to this fact. German has a lot of very long words compared to the English language. Very long words. Being in German, I think we can just. That's exactly it. It's like we can make a new word. We can leave spaces, or like I'm gonna put it this way. How do you say sorry in German? The way that Duolingo teaches it, it's Entschuldigung. It is literally 20 letters to just say sorry. You just turned your Schussel into a Zwiebelkuchen. New word. Sounds like a beautifully. That's my so my mom, like I'm obviously like I'm part like my mother's whole side of her family is from Germany. My mom doesn't speak German, but my dad's side of the family is Irish French. And my dad has always said, he's like, it's the most aggressive sounding language I've ever heard. Nothing says romance like spitting at people. My father is I love my father, but he's got some jokes. Very long, can't confirm. Come on, onions. How you doing, onion bacon? Doo-doo. Oop. That was not what I meant to do. That's okay. I've heard these songs so many times because it's the same playlist I used to use when I was streaming The Sims. I can tell you the number of times I've heard these hair color songs. Oh man. The biggest pain in the butt is getting like that first layer of onion off, especially if it's being stubborn, which this one is, of course. Piece of skin out of there. Ooh. I hope everyone had a nice week for themselves. If you celebrated the 4th, I hope it was safe and fun. And if you didn't, well, I hope you had a nice rest of your week. The crazy thing is, I still have another onion to cut up. Yep, I still got one more onion to cut up. Some of these pieces are big. Ooh, it is roasty toasty in here right now. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Gotta drop the heat on this in a moment, I think. Actually, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna turn that off for the moment because I gotta finish dicing this last onion. Because I gotta cook the onions with the bacon. And I also gotta caramelize them, which means that's gonna be cooking for a while. And chop you off as well. Let's put you there just so you're off. I just want to wipe off this guy as well. Don't at me. I know I shouldn't be balancing my knife on something that could fall off of. I'm well aware. Come on. But yeah, I hope everyone's got a nice sense. We're going to do some escape rooms later today with Mr. Swifty, Mr. Yeti Mike, Miss Bionic Vox, Candy, and Brown Sugar Bear, so that should be fun. I was trying to think, I'm like, I can't remember the last time I did an escape room. It's been that long. Probably... Yeah, I can't even think, honestly. Maybe when we were at PAX East PAX Unplugged candy. That might be the last time, and I'm guessing that may not have been the last time. Oh God, I was like, hello, Bo. Bo, how you doing this morning? Yes, them cook. Probably. Okay, I'm like, that sounds right to me. Bo, good morning. How you doing?
Oh my God.
Go check out the Bo for the spoopy streams, for Little Nightmares. I hated running from the chefs in that game.
Let's go. We did it first try again.
Let's fucking go.
Let's go. How are we doing this?
We're goated. Ooh. I am sweating, friends, so very, very much right now. It is very warm in this kitchen already. Let's get in there. Cool. All right, now what we need to do when the bacon's done, add the onions to it along with 2 tablespoons more. We have to add butter too. Yeesh. It's gonna be heavy. But you know what though? The onions are gonna soak up all this is the thing. Doing great. Just preparing to join a friend later today. Let's hope I don't sleep at 2 a.m. again. Actually, why not though? That's the question. Why not? Let's eat in 2 tablespoons of butter. I don't know why it needs more butter or more fat, but apparently we're adding more fat to this. Alright, let's. Alright, reduce. That's a lot of onions. That's a lot of onions. That's a lot of onions. Dear Lord, that's a lot of onion. Alright, let's put this guy to. Instead, I gotta like slowly caramelize, so. Also, this point gets real hot too. Alright, so let's let you do your thing. And what we can do in the interim, let's move that out of the way first and foremost. Secondly, let's clean up our cutting board. Let's move our knife over here. The tough thing about this dish is that it's a lot of me staggering when I'm doing things, because it's kind of, they both take a long time to do certain things, so it's like we're gonna be like kind of like pausing at moments to let it like cook. In the words of Woody, let him cook. I don't remember that line from Kingdom Hearts, but I've also never played Kingdom Hearts. Alright, let's see. I think that's a good heat for it. Yeah, 30 to 40 minutes. Alright, what we gotta do is we gotta start boiling some potatoes, because the Bratkartoffeln is a bunch of potatoes. Literally, potatoes. Specifically, waxy potatoes that actually call for that specifically. Let's give them a nice quick rinse. Woody holds back Sora. Nah, let him cook. Hi, Hammy. Look at that glizzy. Hammy, how you doing? Good morning. Or good afternoon, I should say. Alright, and then let's add some water to this. Just cover this. It's just enough to cover it. It says boil over medium heat. I don't know why you do that, but far be it from me. Let's give this a little zhuzh. Gee, let's switch our camera view too. Oh. Thought Candy was going somewhere. Heard the keys. Oh my god, it smells so good. It just reeks of onion and bacon in this house now. It's great. It is very warm. I keep reiterating that, but it's very warm. idiot. Soda. Smell of bacon is heaven. What do you mean? I know it is. No, it's Bo. I'm saying it smells great, but it's very warm today. Like it's I think it's almost 100% humidity outside, and no, that's true. I was about to give you shit. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm cooking for us, so. Yeah, this is the tough thing though, caramelizing onions, that it takes a little while. Also, it's weird that it's saying for the Bratkartoffeln, it's like, until they're barely covered, bring them to a boil over medium heat. I'm like, what's saying I couldn't put the lid on top of this? I mean, like, I don't see the issue. Burning bacon still got, like, very true. Very true. But I don't want to set up the fire alarm. I actually moved the smoke alarm. And, that's right outside the kitchen. I actually moved it away. Because even Candy actually said, apparently, every once in a while, smoke alarm just goes off in the house for no reason. Like nothing's cooking, nothing's smoking, and it'll just start going off for you'll no say reason. Going back to heritage for I'm on my mom's side. It's not provoke me. I'm so my mom's side's German, my dad's side is Irish Catholic and French Protestant. The joke is that theoretically when my grandfather passes, we're gonna find out if he and my grandma eloped, because we're pretty sure they did. Boog, good morning. How you doing, buddy? We're making some Zwiebelkuchen, some Bratkartoffeln. It's the worst. I see what you did there, Spork. Shout out to Boogs.
Oh, you're on fire, bro.
Mafia?
Oh,
no,
dead.
LA Noir. Doing well, thank you. Hell yeah. How was your week? How was your week? I think that's what I thought. I'm like, it's Mafia or LA Noir, because I'm like, it looks like that kind of game. Yeah, it's caramelizing. This is gonna take so long as the thing. Oh my goodness. Whew. You know what I should do as well? I could preheat the oven. Because I'm like, do I want to add more heat to this kitchen to turn the oven on to 400 degrees? On my dad's side, I'm Welsh. On my mom's side, they're briefly British before going back to Wales. My ancestry is pretty simple. So, Candy can attest to this fact that I am, what is King? He's very white. It's mainly Irish, German, and Swedish, because the more they've been doing the ancestry tracing back, I have family that comes from, like, Scandinavia, but it makes sense because I was, like, at first it was like, oh, you're German, but you have some family in Denmark. I'm like, okay, where's the jump to Sweden and the other Scandinavian countries? It was good. Monday off for Canada today. Bad it was raining. I remember you mentioning that it was raining. Let's check here. Candy Europe, welcome to check that. Make that to the making sausage is the worst. I actually thought about making sausage, but I didn't feel like hunting down like good German like wurst or anything like that. I'm like, whatever, we're just gonna make potatoes. Oh, it smells good. All right. Oh. But yeah, I'm very white. I'm very, 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 very white. Is the summation of everything. Oh, is this garbage? Yeah, my mom's side of the family, like my great grandmother, she passed decades ago, but she spoke German. Never in front of the kids. That was literally why they spoke German, so the kids didn't understand them. But yeah, my mom does not speak German. She knows very little German. She knows like enough to basically be like what her grandmother used to tell her. Like her always running joke is she's like, the one line I always remember is "Das Fenster ist schmutzig." She's like, the window's dirty. I'm like, why is that of all the things you remember, the thing you remember? 39% Germanic Europe, 32% Ireland, 50% Sweden and Denmark, 40% Scotland equals me. And Candy's is a laundry list. Because Candy is Puerto Rican, and everyone and their mother rolled through Puerto Rico at one point or another. Yes, Candy has 19 world regions. What are you, King? You're white. You're very white. Oh. But, yeah. No, our 4th of July was uneventful. We went to a barbecue at a friend's place. It was small. It was literally me, Candy, Bionic, Dan, Bionic's husband, Dan, Caliban, his wife, Yeti, Swifty, and Brown Sugar Bear. And Salamander, but she doesn't talk on our server that often. Could we be distant cousins? Candy, funny enough, is actually I jokingly say, I'm like, she technically has, I believe, 2% Jewish heritage. I'm like, you should start marketing that. I think I don't remember if they specifically flushed it out, because I know with Ancestry, I know they do flush out the what specific tribe as well, because I know there's Ashkenazi Jew, and then there's like just the other. I think only Ashkenazi. Now I think that's the only one they really flushed out specifically. I could be wrong though. I don't have any Jewish heritage, so. I need to decide what I'm going to do for our next cooking stream, though, because I actually don't have one on the calendar for, I mean, this one's was supposed to be in June, but I had to reschedule it for, I don't even remember why I had to reschedule it, but, I guess I got something from July. The problem is it gets so warm now. Very your Scottish and Denmark could easily come from England. Oh, yeah, that's exactly, yeah, I think Spork, when we went to, Ireland, we went to Dublin, and we took a tour of Dublin Castle. Our tour guide was a very lovely, crotchety old Irishman who always kept reiterating the Normans came into Ireland, and they came everywhere on the British Isles. There's if you live here, there's a sporting chance you have some Scandinavian blood. Now we're even. Hello, good morning, sir. Puerto Rico, Portugal, Spain, Basque, Cameroon, Congo with Bantu, Ivory Coast and Ghana, Nigeria, Northern Africa, England, Northwest Europe, Senegal, Mali, Jewish, Sweden and Denmark, Benin and Togo, Cyprus, Indigenous America, Colombia and Venezuela, Wales, Ireland, equals Candy. Yep. Candy, I can't remember. Do they specifically flush out where Puerto Rico? Is it that specifically the Taino people, or is it just Puerto Rico? Because I know there can be that delineation. Or is it Taino specifically by default of being Puerto Rican? But now we're even. How we doing? It says indigenous. Okay, that's what I thought. The more you know. Now we're even. Hope we're doing well. Yes, so Taino. Our indigenous Puerto Rico region encompasses the archipelago of Puerto Rico with its main island and more than 140 islets and keys. The Taino were primary inhabitants until the Spanish arrived in the late 1400s. The Spanish conquistadors marveled at the complex Taino ceremonial dances and our oral storytelling traditions. The polytheistic Taino believed that their gods, known as Zemi, controlled elements of the natural world such as wind and fire. Cool. I'm going to visit my girlfriend. Ooh, very nice. Very nice. I hope you had a good time. Hope you had a good and safe time. You do anything fun? How are potatoes doing? They're doing. Gotta wait for those to brew. Okay, now I think we actually can turn the oven on. Now that I'm jonesing to put blast more heat into this kitchen, but we gotta preheat this puppy. Yes, have the funds. Have all the funds. Eating good food, hell yeah. We love good food. That's what we're doing here this morning. What do you eat? What should you eat? I had toast today. I think I answered that question for Raven. I had toast before I started streaming, so I had something in my stomach. Alright. I think we can start taking out some of the stuff that we're going to need for the next step. Because we got to make our mix of goodies that are going to be going into the Zwiebelkuchen specifically. Let's see. I need sour cream. Oh my goodness. Fell all the way to the back of the fridge. I need eggies. You guys should still be good. You are a very unique shaped egg. It's like almost a perfect sphere. One of the best places are called Mama's. Ooh, so you're probably Carolinas? Are you in the Carolinas right now? It's Carolinas or Texas. I don't know which. I need 4 large eggs. Because I know, like, every area does, like, different ribs, so I think that's the question of, like, what kind of ribs. Are we talking, like, Kansas City barbecue? We talking Texas barbecue? We talking Carolina barbecue? Kentucky barbecue. Okay. Okay. Flour we have out. Did I take the pepper out? No, I didn't. Still not there on the onions yet, but we're getting there. We are getting there. I guess I was thinking, like, you know what it is? Even we don't as much anymore. We used to watch it. We still kind of do. We watched Good Mythical Morning. For those who know, you've seen it. It's 2 guys who are from North Carolina, and they do historically have talked a lot about barbecue because they have very strong opinions about barbecue because they're from North Carolina. So North Carolina has its own barbecue type. Went to Kentucky for like 2 hours. Did we? Oh, when? When did we go? Oh, for Seeded's wedding. Yeah, we walked over the bridge from Cincinnati to Covington, Kentucky. We had Chinese at a restaurant that showed kung fu movies, and then we walked back over the bridge back to Cincinnati. Yeah, one of my I was there for a fraternity brother's wedding, because his wife is from that area, and we had a friend who was living in Covington actually because he was working for one of the Sam Adams satellite breweries. Because Sam Adams obviously doesn't just have their one in Boston; they have one in Covington as well. What? Chinese restaurant shown. It was great. So it literally was like, it was basically one of those styles where it's like basically pick your like carbs. So do you want fried rice? Do you want noodles? Do you want like thick noodles? Choose your protein, choose your veg, choose your spice level, and then just literally showing the old kung fu movies. And it was a bar too. They knew exactly what they were doing. It was really, really cool. And also because it's like right on the Kentucky-Ohio border, there's so many good breweries in that area too. There's Rheingeist. There's Rheingeist. There was Actual Brewing, but they closed. But they were in Columbus more. Ohio has a shitload of breweries. Ooh. What's our potatoes doing? Yeah, potatoes like basically just have to cook until they're done, which I never love when like they say like give you instructions on cooking potatoes because like how long do you gotta cook them until they're done? Thanks. Which I know is basically your fork pierces no issue. We are caramelizing our onions. Oof, good shit. DJ, welcome in. How you doing? Welcome in to the cooking stream. How you doing? Making some Zwiebelkuchen, which is a nice onion tart. And we're making some fried potatoes too. We'll need that in a minute because that thing is getting too hot to grab. Because that's like the one thing I love about cast irons is that like they're great. My God, do they get hot? Thank you, Candy. I don't have my stream deck, so I can't use it. It's golden brown. I mean, we're not golden brown yet, but we're getting there. We are getting there. And I'm gonna have to reuse this pan in a little bit because this is what we're also gonna do the potatoes into. Whew. It is roasty toasty in this bitch. Oh, my neck. Boo, you got anything that's going on for the weekend for yourself or anybody else in chat? I mean, got anything nice going on this weekend? I know Even said they're visiting their girlfriend. Katie and I are going to go to escape room, and then I'm doing nothing tomorrow. It's going to be great. This reminds me of making those big batches of French onion soup. So funny enough, Boog, I don't generally cry when I cut onions, but it depends. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, and I can never guess when it's going to happen. Because it's not a type of onion, because like I've cried with red onions, I've cried with white, with yellow. I never cook anything with Vidalia onions, so I'd never have to worry about that one. But yeah. Playing D night. Ooh, D&D. Spork, what are you playing in D&D? What are you playing like race and class combo? We have our resolution session or epilogue session in a few weeks with Clamps, actually. Clamps is my DM IRL. Also, those are some of our upcoming special streams. Tomorrow night, 7 p.m., join us for the Matrix Resurrections. I heard they were awful, but Candy and I will... It was mainly Candy and I. We did a watch through of all the Matrix movies to see if they hold up. The first Matrix does. None of the other ones do. I'm a human cursed to be a tiefling bard rogue. Ooh. I saw a great meme online of like... when your necromancer takes a level in bard, and it showed like some guy dressed in like the Mariachi Dia de los Muertos outfit with like the skull face makeup, and then like making other people dance behind him. Due to choice I made, I had to sign a contract, and I'm like, ooh, listen. When I used to DM many moons ago, my girlfriend Paige said the typical barbecue in Kansas. Oh, it's Kansas barbecue, even where you are. Interesting. Because I think if I remember correctly, Kansas is... I think it's a white sauce, if my memory serves me well. But I had a brain fart. What was I talking about? Oh, when I used to DM, my logic always was with multi-classing. You can do two ways of multi-classing. You can multi-class into somebody else in your party, or you can multi-class into warlocks because demonic possession knows no bounds. Just because I made a very rude song about Noble, who turns out was also a warlock. If there's any way to become a curse, that's the way to do it. Candy and I, when we're playing Baldur's Gate on her stream, I am also a warlock in that as well. I am the Pact of the Fiend. Actually, I'm going to put the eggs in here because we're still a little ways away from actually making our filling. Because the problem is, too, I've also got to let this guy cool off a little bit once it's done. I'm curious, like, what is this reason when it's... I mean, I think we're probably almost there when it comes to golden brown. It's kind of hard to tell on camera because it's a little more golden than it actually looks based on what the camera is showing on screen. Candy, what do you think? Would you say this is a golden brown? Now, my travels, I've been flipping a coin. Oh, yes. Spork, I used to play a monk that way back when, and my monk was a monastic monk of the Traveler. The Traveler is a god that literally is the god of chance. I made decisions based on dice rolls. I literally am like, if it's this, I'm doing this. If it's this, I'm doing this. I haven't tried it yet, Boog. I don't know if I'm going to. Like, I might try it. I may not. I'm like, how many more gacha games can I really get involved in is the problem. And based on the heads or tails ratio, it will decide whether it makes a turn back or make the transformation permanent. Well, I like that. I like that idea, Sport. think you're golden brown enough. Let's actually take you off. I want to put you somewhere where I'm not going to get burned. And you're also not going to melt anything. There we go. I just needed a coaster. Like, all right, now let's see. I am also cursed again because thanks to one of my coin flips, I grabbed a very obviously. Listen, nothing wrong with a cursed sword. Nothing wrong with a cursed sword. All right, so now we got to make our actual mixture that we got going on here. That's gonna take a while to cool off. All right, so let's see. We need 1.5 cups of full fat sour cream. We definitely have that. Got our delicious Daisy sour cream. Now I have a rapier with a... Ooh, I like that. I actually have a, my barbarian's using a sword that's sentient. It also allows me to cast Cone of Cold at will. Only once per long rest, which is still fun, though. You know what? We're gonna make this a little bit easier on myself. We're gonna get a measuring cup out. Because, like, this is actually a lot of sour cream I'm about to throw in here. And I think I'd rather just put it into my bigger measuring cup. So we need 1.5 cups. Sure, big boy. And smush it down so I can see how much I'm working with. That's about 1.5 cups, I think. Close enough. I don't know why I threw that spoon in there, because I need it. Literally threw the spoon in there to take another spoon out and to spoon the shit out. I'm not a smart man. I want to get my pastry spoon out because it would make getting this out a hell of a lot easier. Worst part is I inverted my character sight so on daylight I can only see 60 feet. That is an interesting choice. Not saying I dislike it. I'm just like that's a choice. All right, so we got our sour cream in there. We also need to put in eggies. 1, 2, 3, 4. But in darkness I can see normally. Oh, that's good at least. Boop. Looks like any shell ended up in there. 1. Oh god. So I am butchering these eggs. Like, why can't I get a nice even break? There we go. Like, just give me one nice even break, please. Making me look like a fool in front of people. Let's wash my hands off really quickly. So I got raw egg all over my hands. One thing you guys don't realize, literally, my computer is right next to the sink while I'm doing this. Alright, 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. Alright. I think we got enough flour in here. We are very low. I'm actually low on flour, but I think I have another bag somewhere in the house. But in darkness, I can see normal. Well, that would actually make sense, though, if you were part warlock. You're cursed to live in the shadows. What was it? 2 tablespoons? Yeah. 1 to 2. Let's seal this back up. Oh yeah. All right, 2 teaspoons of salt. There we go. 1 teaspoon. 2 teaspoons. I've been looking at warlock stuff tonight, but it's been a lot of fun. Warlocks are fun, but so one of our players in our party is a warlock. I give him shit because there's a meme I found online of like you sold your soul for 2 spell slots, and I stand by that point. 1 teaspoon of caraway seeds. Now, for those who are curious, caraway seeds are what goes in rye bread. They are pungent, I will tell you that much. But it smells really good. That's like the one thing. Caraway seeds always smell really good. Caraway seeds and some freshly ground pepper. 2 spells better be worth it. They're not. They never are. They never are. That's why I give him so much shit, because he always is like, what should I do? I'm like, I don't know, man. You're the one that sold your soul for 2 spell slots, so I couldn't tell you. I need to combine these. I think we can whisk. Because I don't know what the best way to combine these are, but let's whisk it. Gonna make Wonka bar next, please. I don't actually even, not for nothing, I actually don't do like baking. I don't do baking. I don't do, the closest I do to baking is like banana bread. There's our mixture. You can kind of see it. Actually, hold on. What am I doing? I have another camera. This is our egg, sour cream, caraway seeds, salt, flour. So that's our base. We're gonna add in all of this stuff. How hot are you? Yeah, I'm not allowing this to cool, sorry. It's like, allow mixture to cool. I'm like, yeah, we're not doing that. You know what? For the sake of my sanity, I'm actually gonna move this guy over to here because it is heavy, and I don't want to try to be like flinging this around the kitchen. There we go. There we go. And then what we can do is we can kind of just spoon it in there. It says like to let it cool. I'm like, I don't know how much you want me to let it cool, but guess what? It's not going to be cooling too much. As I just yeeted onions all over my computer. I think I understand why it probably wants it to cool is because it probably needs like any liquid to set in here. Spork, I'll give you a posture check in a moment. Forgot that I had that on. Still too hot for me to bring the pot. Where's my other pot rest? There we go. That makes this easier. That is a greasy boy. Oop, oop. Oh, there we go. Okay, now let's give this a whirl. Looks good. Can't fault it for that. Let me actually clean up all the onions I just yeeted. All right, let me give you a stretch. I can stretch my knees too. All right, and just want to get some of the onions I just blasted onto the counter off. All right. Now, I'm gonna move you over to here. Oops, daisy. What did I just do? Oh, there we go. I moved myself over to my rewards. Like, what happened? Oh, we have an ad about to start. So we're gonna be in a few minutes of ads, so don't go nowhere, friends. All right. Now what we gotta do is lay out our dough. This is gonna be the tough part. All right. Now, for those who don't know, I have never used pie crust before. Like I said, I don't bake, so I don't know really what I'm doing with this. But we're gonna figure it out. All right, so first and foremost, I need to grease this. I literally overnighted this on Amazon because you know what? I know how to springform pan. And I'm like, oh, you can use a pie crust. I'm like, I don't think a pie crust is gonna be deep enough for this. All right, that is greased. All right, pie crust. Just roll and go. What am I doing? I have scissors for this. I'm like trying to like, there we go. Whoop. Okay. Oh, Jesus, why are you already breaking? Are you kidding me? I wonder if I should have taken this guy out earlier. Oh, I fuck kidding me, man? Man, this thing is, not great. The problem is, it's like, it literally is sticking to itself, and it didn't say to take it out beforehand. So... Oh, well, that would have helped. Let dough temper for 20 minutes. Well, let's just let that do its thing for a minute. I mean, here's the thing. If it bakes... Hello, Kraken! Hello! How you doing? Good morning to you. How you doing, bud? How is your Saturday morning going? Hope it's going good. Your boy's gonna grab himself a Pepsi as he reconciles with the mistakes he just made. We are making Zwiebelkuchen and Bratkartoffeln, Kraken. So we're making an onion tart and fried potatoes. Oh, you are not even close. Not even close. Now the nice thing is I have frozen pie crust. I theoretically could use it if I needed to. Just want to see the directions on this. Why can't I see the other side? Do you not? Really, guys? Well, we're gonna let the other pie crust sit for a moment. See if it figures itself out. See if I can also kind of press it back together a little bit. Yeah, I guess I should have theoretically realized it needed to kind of like be a little bit more able to move. You let dough temper. Should have done that. Here's the thing too, is like I can make this work because realistically it's a springform pan. As long as it sets, it should be fine. Even if the crust is broken in spots, should be okay. Operative word being should be. Let's see. Time heal all wounds. I might be able to make this work kind of just slowly, kind of just patching it back together a little bit. Time heals all wounds. Time flies like an arrow. You are not wrong, sir. You are not wrong. Yeah, the problem is it's like the ladder edge of the area that like needs to kind of like zhuzh. Fruit flies like a banana. That's true, they do. Alright. I gotta push my computer back a little bit too, just to give me some more room. The problem is, I think no matter how much you took this thing out, I think it would still be doing this. Yoshi! You're watching me butcher a pie crust. Hi, friends. I'm gonna shout out for Yoshi, please. For the Yoshi,
What can I say, Lon? He likes killing dildos. It's his new fetish.
Who's killing dildos?
He's the dildo murderer.
The dildo murderer. Yo, Soup, how you doing? Who else came in with that raid? Yoshi, thank you for the raid. Buster, welcome in. Gamer Crossing, welcome in. Hi. For those who don't know me, I'm King, and we're butchering a pie crust right now. How y'all doing? Yoshi, how was... You were doing Elden Ring, right? No, you weren't doing Elden Ring. You were doing, also Game Crossing. Sim, it is, I didn't let the crust proof long enough. Dark Souls 2, okay. I have never I've played a little bit of the first Dark Souls. I've played Dark Souls 3 a little bit. I've never touched 2. And I know 2 is one of those ones that kind of split the fan base a little bit. I heard some people really, really liked it. I heard some people didn't. Gob Gob. I did know it was a Gob Gob run. 2 is great. That's what I've heard. I've heard the people that like 2 really like 2. But we're doing a cooking stream today. Those who don't know, I do cooking streams here. Today we are making Zwiebelkuchen and Bratkartoffeln. And you're watching me butcher a pie crust because I didn't let this thing proof long enough. King of the bacon. Hi, Saki. How you doing? But it's going. So yeah, basically it is essentially soup. It is a pie, basically. It is a savory onion pie. But right now we are actually, I can show the mixture. This is what is going to be going in to our pie crust when I eventually set it. This is egg, sour cream, flour, bacon, and almost 2.5 pounds of onions. So it's a lot. But the one thing I did, because I've actually never worked with pre-made pie crust because I'm not a baker, so that's not my specialty, is pre-refrigerated pie crust. Did not realize I needed to let it proof and kind of become more pliable. So we're reconciling with that fact right now. But it's okay. We should be able to make this work. Yes, Yoshi. Yeah, go do your post-stream stuff, guys. Go check out Yoshi for Souls games, for Minecraft, for Hades. What else does Yoshi play? For Dark Souls 2, obviously. Elden Ring. I'm missing a game in that equation. I know that I am. Party Animals. That's a new one with Yoshi. Party Animals. Which does look like a lot of fun. I might pick it up next payday. I played Gang Beasts many, many moons ago. I did really enjoy Gang Beasts. A little warm water in your face. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking too. It's like a little warm water. It's like, it's not hugely problematic, but just... That's true, Kane. I could do that as well. I need the water to get warm, though. Because despite the fact of how hot it is out, Saki's always coming with the tips. I'm getting the sense Saki might be a baker. Or at least have that knowledge about it. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh yeah, I can see it. I can see what we're doing. That thing, like, this is my first time using one, so I did not realize, like, how much it was just gonna start, like, ripping when I pulled it out. I'm like, oh. Like, and I have frozen ones. I don't think they'll be the same as the problem. Now the real test is going to be, can I get this into the whatchamacallit, with my spring form. Yes, Spork, enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy your D&D tonight. Have fun. I will talk to you later. Thank you again for the sub. You did not need to do that. All right, I think what I'm going to do is I am going to actually... I literally just saw it start separating again. I'm like... Oh yeah, what am I doing? I could just do this. Wait a minute. I'm doing this wrong. I'm doing this wrong. I'm doing this all wrong. This is either going to go really badly or really well. Oh, this is going to go really badly. Oh, this is going really badly. Well, we ruined this, but it's okay. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. Maybe. Man, this is, this wasn't big enough. Honest truth. No, Candy, what I can do is I can press it out. The problem is with the frozen ones is I don't have any good instructions on how to actually use them. So we're gonna make do. We're gonna make do with what we got. I think we can kind of like zhuzh out the crust on this. I think the bottom is going to be just kind of a mess, but that's okay. That's the thing. I'm like, and I think the thing is too, I'm like, the frozen one I think has to thaw out, which I'm like, that's going to take a long ass time. It's fine. We'll make do with what we got. Again, the whole logic is going to be, this is going to bake for an hour. Theoretically, this damn thing should be solid by the time it's done. So really, the crust is kind of a formality, more than anything else. Again, this is my, this is a learning experience. Your boy doesn't know how to use pie crust. That much is abundantly clear. But it's okay. We're making it work. We're having fun. We're making friends with this pie crust. Yeah, then the tough thing too with the frozen ones is that I think I can't tell if they have freezer burn, but they look very crystally, and I'm like, how long have these been at the grocery store? I didn't really notice it until I got home how bad it was. King girl boss. Yeah, listen, we can call it girl bossing. It's fine. I'm fine with girl bossing. Any kind of bossing is acceptable here. Girl boss. You can they them boss. You can me boss. You can do whatever you want to do. I think it is what it is. Like I said, I don't think the crust is going to be the issue, honestly. But now what we need to do is, I think what we can do, first and foremost, put that under there. Actually, the crystals are fine. Yeah, that's fair. All right, and let's just pour this puppy in. Okay. Now we gotta do, sprinkle some caraway seeds on top. And we put this puppy in the oven now. Actually, I assume the oven's preheated. Let me just double check. What's the yummy treat? Addie, this is a Zwiebelkuchen, and your boy butchered the pie crust. But it's okay. Addie, how are you? Can we get a shout out for Addie, please? Jesus. Okay. It's in there. Oh my god. Woo. There we go.
It's me! It's me!
Yeah.
Yes! You were doing it! We're doing it!
Oh, Clipception, I love that. Addie, how you doing?
No, don't do it. You were doing it! We're doing it! Infinite clips, oh my god.
Woo.
We're breaking the game.
Thank you. Let's play some Overwatch. Ooh, nice. Overwatch. Enjoy your Overwatching. Yeah, we are making Zwiebelkuchen, and we're making Bratkartoffeln. Now, Zwiebelkuchen is an onion tart. It's German. I might have fucked up the pie crust because I've never worked with refrigerated pie crust. Forgive me. It's very warm in this kitchen. It's supposed to be almost 90 Fahrenheit here today, so it's a little toasty. And we're making Bratkartoffeln as well, which is basically just fried potatoes. So right now we are boiling some potatoes. But yeah, how about you, Addie? How was your week? How was Baldur's Gate yesterday? Where were you up to in Baldur's Gate yesterday? Let's see. You can hang out there because I don't need you yet. How are you guys doing? Ooh, you guys are getting close to done. Some of those potatoes are getting close to done. Yeah. So the Zwiebelkuchen has to cook for about an hour now. So that's why we started cooking the potatoes on the side, because I knew it might take a little bit. Every once in a while, our sink backs up with hot water. Doing cleaning, home maintenance, Saturday's good for that. It always is. That's I would say it's what I'm doing tomorrow morning, but I actually think I'm gonna go out and buy new running shoes tomorrow because I started running again. yeah, my running shoes aren't cutting it anymore. Like, I think I said to Candy, I'm like, I would rather run in my bare feet because it's that equivalent. I'm like, they're doing nothing for me at this point. So, and the problem is, good running shoes are so fucking expensive. Like, I know I'm gonna have to drop $100, $150 on them, which I'm kind of annoyed about. Here's the thing. I used to run a lot when I was younger, actually. I wrestled in high school, so one of the ways you can lose weight when you wrestle, you run a lot. So I used to run with my dad too. Like, we used to go running on the weekends sometimes because he used to run back when he was younger. And I enjoyed it. I mean, it's better now but the problem is too is that also it's like I get bored running. is more my issue now. I get bored and like kind of like I'm like I would rather be doing anything else right now. And it's not from the perspective of like the workout sucks. It's just like I'm bored. I would rather do anything else right now than run. But yeah, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get Leo some more cat food too because he's running low on his wet food. Yeah. But enjoy your Overwatching. I haven't played Overwatch in a hot minute. I played on Candy's channel last week. Haven't been that long. Put away some of the stuff that I don't need anymore. Actually, what we do need to do, we actually gotta wipe out this pan because I actually need this in a few minutes. You're actually cool enough for me to hold on to now. Cool. I was having that issue a few minutes ago where I'm like, this thing is scalding hot and I can't touch you. Oh my god. Also, I didn't say this for anyone who came in with Yoshi's Raid. If you need to raid and run, get something to eat, drink, touch grass, pet a cat, pet a dog, pet any furry or scaly creature you have in your house. Do what you need to do. Lurks are welcome here. Alright, that guy's good to go. Taters are going. You're done. You're almost done. You're done. The problem is, like, I have a couple of potatoes in there that are, like, different size than the other ones, and it's kind of annoying. So I think actually what we might do, we might pull out some of the smaller potatoes that are done, because I don't want them to get too mushy is the problem. So let's actually get you out. And you guys are just gonna chill in the sink for a moment. Because I want them to be like... I don't want to overcook them because the problem is because we're frying these, I don't want them to like start falling apart while they're frying is the issue. Ooh. But I hope you guys enjoyed watching Yoshi doing some gob-gobbing with Penguin. Penguin, if you're there, I hope you're doing well also. Also, guys, have you seen the Yoshi pom-pom emote? Is it not fucking adorable? And don't let him tell you that it's a Yoshi conductor. It is a pom-pom Yoshi. I also fell apart when roasting. I feel that, Raven. It is roasty toasty here today. Why can't I? There it is. Look at that. Look at that pom pom. Look at that cute little pom pom Yoshi. Yeah, that's right. Thank you, Candy, for this. Yeah, Raven. How hot is it near you today? It's pretty warm here in New York today. You know what the problem is? It's not that hot. The humidity is like at 100%. It's like I woke up this morning. I'm like, how is it this humid already? It's disgusting. In the words of every British person, disgusting. Can't handle it. Yeah, well, that's a lesson for myself around using refrigerated. Here's the thing. The refrigerated pie crust 90. Ugh. What's your humidity looking like, though? Because that's the thing. Like, we're like at like almost 100. I think we're at like low 90s, but I think the humidity is through the roof today is the problem. Yeah, your summer's no. Ugh. Your summer's no joke. That's like Candy and I don't go down there during the summer solely for this reason. I know her parents are always like, "Oh, oh, well, you know, you can just stay inside. I'm like, what, so I just don't go outside for like 5 months of the year? 60%, that's not terrible. Could be a lot worse. But, I'm trying to think of what we might do for our next cooking stream. Because I'm kind of doing them on Saturday. I'm probably going to be doing them on Saturday mornings now, just because I'm trying to leave Sundays just open for myself now. Just to kind of, like, I think I talked to Kelly's Kitties about this. I love streaming. I don't like losing the whole weekend to streaming. And, I try to, like, I'm trying to balance that out. So we'll probably do the cooking streams on Saturdays now. But the thing is like, I'm like, I don't want to lose the whole Saturday. So I'm like, it's morning stream. So I'm thinking what I could do. And I know Spork already walked away. Addie is there, though. I want to try to do a proper full English breakfast. Here's the problem. Finding black and white pudding in the United States, it's not impossible. It's going to be hard. Finding the bacon won't be the issue. That won't be the issue at all. Because I have the one kind of nice thing about this area, because we're right outside New York City, every culture under the sun has some established areas, and we're actually not that far from a kind of like pretty big pocket of like British Isles expats. It's granted, it's a lot more known for as like an Irish area, but I'm sure I'll be able to find black and white pudding there, honestly. So that's something I thought about doing. I know Kelly also suggested just doing just a breakfast stream. I'm like, I'm totally cool with that, because I'll love me some breakfast. In the words of Leslie Knope from Parks and Rec, breakfast is good at any time of the day. But I mean, breakfast in the morning, you're probably pretty good. You guys are good enough. You guys are good enough. Not perfect, but you know what? I'm willing to settle with what we got. Only because I'm like, I don't want you guys to keep boiling, because again, I think the problem's going to be is that your exterior is just going to completely fall apart. There's our potatoes. Let's let them chill in the sink for a minute. Just let some of the excess water drip off of them. You, I'm done with, actually. So we can actually zhuzh you to the back corner of the stove. I will deal with you later. And you can go there. Oh, because it is time to theoretically start cooking these guys. All right, so let's see. Dre, peel the potatoes as soon as you can comfortably touch them. Comfortable is a very generous word. I understand why it wanted me to wait on peeling them, though, because the thing is, I think specifically it even told me for this recipe, it's like, get waxy potatoes. Do not buy like russet potatoes or anything like that, because the skin just doesn't work for this. But yeah. All right, let's see you. And the kind of nice thing too, when they're this temperature, is that you can kind of just peel off the skin. It's still a little too hot to hold, but actually I almost feel like not for nothing. I mean, I could put it in the fridge. I have flash cooled things before in the fridge. But also, we got nothing but time, so let's actually... You know what? Better solution. You guys can just hang out in there for a moment or two. You guys can go in the freezer for a moment or two. What's the worst that happens? Dangerous words on this channel, because as we saw, that pie crust came out so good. I think if I were to use that pie crust again, I would definitely let it proof, and I think I would definitely be a little more gentle about it. Because clearly, I think if I had let it proof and didn't just yank it out of the roll immediately, it probably would have been fine. It would have been a little stretchy, but it would have been fine. But again, my concern is too, is that because this isn't a spring-form pan, it should be okay. So that's my logic, is that it shouldn't be too much of a problem, and it should be fine. My hope. Knife. We still need you. Actually, the oil we can take out. I needed a half cup of sunflower oil. I know this recipe actually called for me to be using lard or beef tallow. I'm like, well, I don't know where to buy beef tallow. I'm not buying lard again because I threw it out last time. I used it for one recipe and then I never used it again. I can put a little bit more in there. There we go. And then we got some sunflower. Now we got 2 different types of oil in the house. Actually, 3, because I've also got olive oil too. You can chill there. And you might have to add more fat as needed. Yeah. As soon as I saw this recipe, I'm like, that's not enough oil. you are kidding me if you think that's enough oil recipe. Actually, we'll put it too. Come on. Put the pan out because I want to be able to drain these guys properly. That's still too hot to put down, so we're gonna hang out over here for now. The Zwiebelkuchen, I wish I had a window on this oven. That's the one thing I will say I wish I had now, because I have heard from this recipe for this Zwiebelkuchen. It does, well, it does rise sometimes like a souffle, but the thing is too, is that it's also, this recipe does have an iteration where you use an actual yeast dough crust. I wasn't getting involved in that because I just wasn't. So, yeah. So we didn't do that as a result. But I could see why it would, because yeah, it would then probably, you're gonna have the dough rising. Barbara's rhubarb bar. Is that I feel like I've heard it. What is that from? I feel like I've heard that line before. But oh yeah, our other special stream. So like I said, tomorrow we are doing the Matrix Resurrections in the Discord. Come join at 7 p.m. Eastern. Watch that, I've heard, not great movie with us. On the 10th, we're going to be going back to Hades again. I streamed it once many moons ago. I'm not great at it, but I enjoy it. On the 13th, I think I don't have to I might actually have to reschedule that. I'll let y'all know, because I'm realizing we have a friend in town, and I think I might be out of the city that night. But we are going to be doing Lethal Company eventually. It's from TikTok. It's the easiest way to answer that question. Fair enough, Raven. I can't disagree on that. It's the easiest way to answer that. Perfect. It's the 13th. I can't remember either, Katie, because the 13th is what, a Saturday? I'm almost positive that's the day that we're gonna go see Illinois. Because for those who don't know, Salix the Sea, which is visiting New York, and myself and Clamps are going with her and Ferg, her partner, to go see. It's a Broadway show, but it's a Broadway show. I'll just leave it at that, because it's very different than most Broadway shows that you think of. It's more of a dance and music show than anything else, I think. But yeah, that's I'm almost positive that, because if the 13th is Saturday, then yeah, that's, yep. I guarantee that's the day we're going into the city. You guys can come out of there. Oh yeah, you guys are good now. I mean, you're still pretty hot, but I think you should be cool enough for me to handle now. I put it in your Discord. Oh yeah, I'll take a look at it later, because I'm like legit curious now, like what this is. Can I just... You know what I wish I had, and I know this is a thing I've seen online. It's the it was an infomercial years ago. It was these gloves that could peel potatoes. They were kind of like these like textured gloves, and could literally like peel potatoes. because it's boiled already, I'm like, this actually might be the easiest way. It's just a spoon, honestly. Woo! Well, you are falling apart. Well, how does it want me to cut these guys? Flip the potato slices in front, and it's like, cut the potato into even slices. Okay. These guys are not gonna really be sliced, but whatever. We'll make it work. I almost feel like I gotta, like... That guy just fell apart completely. Yeah, this is the, the issue I'm noticing is that these guys, I think, almost boiled a little too much. I mean, is this too... I'm gonna try my potato peeler, see if this helps at all. It may be a little... Yeah, it's actually a little bit better. Problem is, though, is that this is gonna get gunked up every 5 seconds. That's okay. Definitely gonna need, like, napkins for a paper towel for this, because I'm definitely, like, I keep, like, getting it stuck to my hands. Yeah, we'll definitely watch that later, though. Definitely watch that later. Eating these hunks of potato into the sink. I'm like, I could throw them in the trash, like, or I could just eat them into the sink. I'm surprised I haven't actually heard of that, though, because like, I am on TikTok pretty often. I mean, granted, I think my feed's all over the place compared to some other people's feeds, but what I'm also gonna do is turn down the. Actually, I can turn off the fan for the moment because it's actually not. I'm not cooking anything on top at the moment. Okay, we're gonna let you. Yeah, this is the problem. It's like they like almost like fall apart when you're slicing them, which is kind of a problem. Because it's like, oh, you need to cook them beforehand. I'm like, really? Because like they're kind of just falling apart when you slice them. Yeah, I mean, I guess maybe it's like, oh, because it's, you know what it is? It's you have to let them cool down. That's the problem. But I'm like, I don't want to wait. Although, whatever, we can at least peel them for now. Like, I can see why it like says let them cool down, because I think that's the thing, is it almost like you need to rebind the potatoes just a little bit to each other. Just blasted that onto the floor. I think you guys understand when I do these cooking streams, I spend about a half hour after the stream cleaning this kitchen up because it becomes quite messy in here. Whew. Those boys are hot. See the steam even rising off of them. This is the tough thing too. It's like, oh, like, you know, let them cool completely. I'm like, we got time. Don't get me wrong. We got plenty of time. The Zwiebelkuchen still got at least half hour in the oven, if not more. I think the thing is, I didn't realize when I was prepping this stream, because you know, as I look at the ingredients, but I never actually like look at the cooking instructions. Like, how long is this actually going to take? Like, from a timing perspective? And I should have realized, like, oh, this is a lot of, like... Yeah. Awkward, how dare you. You know what? Funny enough you say that, that's probably the race I'm going to build. Honestly. I'm probably going to build a Lalabelle, honestly. Awkward, how you doing? How's your Saturday? I'm assuming you're at work today, right? Have you heard about the critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV, which has an expanded free trial that you can play through the entirety of A Realm Reborn and the award-winning Heavensward and Stormblood expansions, up to level 70 with no restrictions up and down. Now available on Xbox, Series X and S. Sign up and enjoy Azori? King Darling, that's why I said what? What race actually, I don't think I've ever asked you, like, what race do you play? Jesus Christ, guys. I need you to, like, not completely disintegrate on me. Ugh. Mighty mushy potatoes are no bueno. I'm a male Vieira. I don't think the Vieiras aren't the bunny people, right? I know there's bunny people. I know there's a Lollipop. I know there's humans. I know there's the cat race. Bunny. Oh, it is a bunny man? Okay. Casters or dragoons. Okay. I don't know what upgrade, like what class I'll play. I know the thing is, I know the thing with 14 online is that you kind of don't have to choose one class. I know you can kind of like do any of them, but I know some people tend to lean towards one class versus the other. Like when I used to play World of Warcraft in my previous life, I played a mage actually. I played a gnome mage named Bacon Strips, and yeah, I played a lot of World of Warcraft many moons ago. Can't be bunnies for the free. Yeah, that's Candy did say that like yeah, something about like certain races are not part of the free stuff. Okay, we're gonna let you chill because this is actually way too fucking hot for me to handle anymore. God. All right, the knife can go here for now. Yeah, we're gonna let you guys just chill the fuck out because you are still way too hot to handle. I'm actually gonna flash cool you in the fridge because that I can barely touch these things. Okay. Vieira's and bunny. Bun. Coat is cat. Hroth is a big cat. Here is human. Row is large people. So I'm guessing like giant race. Lalafells are potatoes, and Aura is edgy dragon people. Yeah, I'm trying to think of like when I played World of Warcraft. Lalafell is the only true race. Oh, well, hi Bulba. Bulba, how you doing? Welcome into Scuffed Cooking streaming. Because trust me, I've made a lot of mistakes today. Bulba, how you doing? Lalas taste delicious. I've heard that there's a lot of things about the Lalafells. Where's my mouse? Bulba, how is your Saturday going, buddy? There we go. Let's check out the Bulba boy. Zelda. Oh my god, speaking of.
Hello?
What are you eating? What are you eating? Oh, is that the ketchup and Oreo? Oh god, Bulba.
What the fuck?
Is that ketchup and Oreo? Okay, that's it. Bulba, did Tastic give you that recommendation?
This shouldn't be good.
I still do that occasionally because of Tastic. I still will occasionally have an Oreo with ketchup. It shouldn't work, and it does. It shouldn't work, and it does.
What kind of Nebraska snack are you eating?
Listen, I have done it on stream. Actually, I've done it on Candy's stream. But Bulba, how you doing? How's your Saturday going? How is your Saturday going? Go check out Bulba for a lot of Zelda. What's he been playing right now? I know Zelda, because I know Zelda is literally the throne. So busy lately, I'm making more time now, so I'm glad you're like, well, thank you, Bulb. I know you've been a busy boy. Myself also. I'm very busy at work all the time now. There's definitely been some days where I'm like, I don't have brain power to stream today. I just don't. I'm on tears. I know you're on tears. I'm glad to see you finally got there. I think that's the crazy thing is like when I met you, you were still very far back in the Zeldas. I don't think like the first one, but easily like the first 2 or 3 Zeldas. I have not finished Tears of the Kingdom actually. I need to go back and finish it. I got to a point and I'm like, I don't dislike it. I liked Breath of the Wild more, honestly. Shame. Yeah, I think too early. That's the thing. I'm like, I think it might have been linked to the past. Still cooking? Yes, I am. Yeah. Survival Culture takes an hour, and I gotta cook potatoes too, which I'm waiting for them to cool off in the fridge because I can't cut them because they're too hot and they're falling apart when I'm cutting them. But I get that. No, I know I've seen you just been busy yourself. The same thing, dude. Like, I went to the office yesterday only because I work from home. I have learned I can't focus that well at home anymore, and it's upsetting to finally acknowledge that fact. And I'm like, I can't work at home all the time. I just can't focus. So I kind of, if I have a lot of work to do, I force myself to go into the office. And it was helpful yesterday because most people weren't working yesterday. So it was literally me and our office manager and like one of the guys from IT, and that was it. I literally got no emails from anybody, nothing. And it was great. I got work done. I literally, at one point, I messaged Candy, and I'm like, I looked up and thought I'd been working for hours. I looked up, it was like 10:15. I'm like, are you kidding me? It's only 10? I work medical and I travel. No, I know you work medical stuff. I know you still do. It's nice to work from home, but I will say, Bulba, you lose track of days very quickly, and I have to force myself to leave the house, because if I don't, a week will blast by and I will not realize that a week went by. If I worked there for 10 years again, listen, what do you think I'm doing with my work, Bulba? Student loan forgiveness. You think I like working in nonprofit? I mean, I do, but not the point. I work it so Uncle Sam forgives my loans, even though he probably won't. That's why you have to totally play. Wow. Thank you for the quack, Kelly. So I do take Candy on the dates. Ugh. You're not wrong. What we cooking? Mayday. We're making Zwiebelkuchen and Bratkartoffeln. The Zwiebelkuchen is in the oven. The Bratkartoffeln, I am waiting for the potatoes to cool off because they're too hot still, and I can't cut them properly. Because you have to boil them first, then you slice them. I'm like, guys, I don't think you understand how potatoes work. They fall apart when you boil them. Fun fact. I also don't, it basically said, cook until just done. Not a great gauge I have about how long it takes potatoes to finish cooking. I should, because I do like potatoes. I am Irish, and that is my heritage. Apparently, I put a spoon in the fridge as well. Okay, I think that's the problem. It's like you try to cut them, and they just start falling apart, which is kind of the annoying. Yeah, hot potatoes indeed. Can we get a shout out from Mayday, please? Let's tilt that down. Let's see. That's the thing, like, I'm like, you know what we could do? Maybe if we go stubby side, that might be better. I think it actually.
You gotta give me some cooks.
How thick do these need to be? This is easier.
Jesus fucking Christ, Corby.
What did
Happy
Corby
Sunday
do?
to you too.
Oh, this is so much. Well, except for that slice. That one got a little wonky in the middle. Yeah, it's like you'll start slicing them and then they just kind of disintegrate halfway through the cuts. You're crap. Yeah, just boil them, mash them, stick them in the stew. Yeah, or they just have them fall apart on you while you're slicing them. That's the thing, is like, I think what they're expecting to happen is that once you fry them, it'll stay solid. However, that's not how it's. Welcome back, Yoshi. Welcome back. Welcome back to Yoshiest of Yoshis. Give us a wiggle, King. There you go. There's a wiggle of my hips. My hips don't lie. They don't lie and say the king needs to lose weight. Because he does. Medium high heat. Yeah. I also don't love how our burner occasionally gets stuck a little bit, and like I have to kind of like give it a nudge to be like, can you fully light on all sides? You get a beach body, you take a body, and you put exactly how you do it. Mayday, how you doing this weekend? How you doing this Saturday? I hope you're doing good. I'm trying to get some of this shit off this cutting board. Exactly. How do you get a beach body? You just drag yourself to the beach and you have a beach body now. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Lord knows I need to lose weight. I do. Trust me, it is definitely that. I'm sure my doctor's already told me, he's like, you need to lose some weight. I'm like, fucking no. Don't remind me. I'm well aware, sir. It's literally when he tells me that, it's the Nick Cage meme of like the face, and I'm like, yeah, I know. Hey, Kaylee, how you doing? Muscle weighs more than fat. You're just, yeah, I am not Bulba at all. Just chilling, got a family dinner night. What you having for tonight for dinner, midday? Go check out Kaylee for the artwork. Also for that amazing pom-pom Yoshi.
Oh no. Okay.
Today I'm not Kelly Berries, I'm Sleepy Berries. I would say it's not
Just
that
realized,
late for you, but I know you were up late last night, because I think I saw you streaming very late.
Welcome. I just realized I'm not 100% sure of you.
I know you were up there. Kaylee, I know. Yoshi, so are you. Literally, none of y'all have a right to talk when you're like, oh, they're up late. I saw Yoshi on until the ass crack of dawn. I saw Kaylee up until the ass crack of dawn. I saw Misty up at 3 o'clock in the morning. Misty, if you're here, I hope you slept. Man, loves himself some sleep, but he's weak now. Dude, I love this. Trust me, I could have kept sleeping this morning. I love sleep. I don't think you understand how much I love sleep. Your boy loves his sleep. Candy can attest to that fact. Your boy loves his sleep. I was thinking that this was like a little line in like the grease. I'm like, oh, it's literally the reflection of this up here. Or actually, no, it's of the light up there. But yeah, we are making, today we are making Zwiebelkuchen. It's in the oven right now. I completely fucked up the crust because I have never worked with pre-made pie crust. I needed sleep so badly. I only got 3 hours of sleep. Oh, that sucks, Bulba. Not for nothing, we actually didn't have that many fireworks. There's like a big fireworks thing near us, but the thing is, between us and the fireworks is a pretty decent hill, so you don't hear them. How'd you mess up the crust? Awkward. I was a refrigerated crust, like the one that you roll out. I didn't let it proof, so it just started tearing immediately. And I've also never used refrigerated pie crust, so I didn't know how to actually work with it. So lesson learned. Gordon Ramsay food review. I don't watch anything Gordon Ramsay. The only thing I've ever taken from Gordon Ramsay, as far as recipes go, I do like his scrambled eggs, like the very silky scrambled eggs. I do like those. I don't make them that often anymore though, because it's kind of a pain in the ass. It's like I want to just literally set the eggs to go and just walk away. Some morons were setting them off in the alleyway. My neighbor. Oh, that sucks, Bulba. There were people down the road from us, but they were far enough away that you couldn't smell it, although Leo was throwing a shit fit because he does not like fireworks, so he was under the bed the whole night because he's a scaredy cat. Yeah, man, I wasn't making it from scratch. That's the thing. I wasn't making it from scratch. I know myself well enough, like, I ain't doing this from scratch. That one. And then we literally just fry these guys until they're golden brown, then we flip them. Like I said, it's good in a pinch, the crust, but I'm like, I didn't know how to use it is the problem. So I'm like, I kind of was just like destroying it in the process. Let's throw some frozen crust so you can roll. That's what I bought. See, that's what I bought. Like I actually bought both. I have the frozen and I had the refrigerated one, but because I've never used the refrigerated one, I forgot that I didn't realize you need to like let it sit and kind of like get to room temp, and so it's a little more pliable, and it just immediately fell apart when I started rolling it out. Again, my fault. And again, it's like you guys better take shape when you start frying, because it's like you guys are still falling apart on me. But yeah, no, I knock on wood, don't get bothered by fireworks, but I know some people do, and it does suck because I think a lot of people don't take that into consideration with others. To be like, some people just legitimately, it really bothers them. The gunpowder can bother them. The noise can bother them. Anyone who's got PTSD, that's a really bad thing. Especially if like loud noises are your trigger. Yeah, it's so finicky. And the thing is too, you can use a pre-made pie crust. I'm like, and I literally was looking in the baking section. I'm like, these are all graham cracker crusts. I can't use these. And then I said that to Candy, and Candy's like, why can't you use graham cracker crust. I'm like, because it's a graham cracker. That's a sweet thing. I'm just making sure these guys aren't sticking. I don't cook, I just eat. That's fine. No, you're not that fat. You're not that fat. Your boy is fat. You are not fat. But yeah, that's like the Bratkartoffeln is easy. It's literally just discs of potatoes you fry up. Like, I think you should be. You're still not really cool enough, but no, there's nothing I can really put on top of you either. Because I don't want to put a coaster, like I have a cork trivet, and I'm like, that's just gonna burn. I feel like you could cook a little bit longer. Rachel Shepherd's pie. Let's get Rachel Shepherd's pie for friends. Oh shit! Damn it. Whatever. That'll be in 2 pieces. Come on. That's the other thing too, is I feel like sometimes the oil in this pan does not always go evenly for me, and I don't love that. Also, fun fact, I've never seen Friends. Never watched it. My family was a Seinfeld and Frasier house, so I never watched Friends growing up. And I honestly never had a desire to watch it either, actually. Say what you will, I just never had a desire to watch it. Oh yeah. I love this extension cord. You guys watch sitcoms? Candy watches them more than I do. I don't really. I don't like. Yeah, Candy doesn't like Friends. I can assure you 100% you'll agree. That is the positive affirmation Candy needs, Bulba. Because when I say it, it doesn't mean anything, apparently. No, Candy has told me this, and I totally understand the logic. The whole thing with a show is that you actually have to like the people that are in it to keep watching it. Candy has said this about Friends. She has said it about Seinfeld. They're not good people. That's the thing. So it's like, why would I like them? They're not good people in and of themselves. Again, I don't know with Friends. Maybe there's some more redeeming qualities there, but I don't know. Just my cork word. I'm trying to see. Are you still not? See, I don't want to put the plate there because the plate will know Game of Thrones. I like some people in Game of Thrones. Not many of them, but I like some of them. I don't know where my other cork word. Hold on. I got more. I'm just curious where the hell that one went. That should hopefully not burn or melt. Seinfeld is a good person out of it. Oh no, Jerry Seinfeld is not a good person out of character either. He is he's got some things. That's all I'll say. Let's just put it this way: you don't start dating a 17-year-old when you're in your 40s. That's just creepy. But yet, apparently, it's okay if Jerry Seinfeld does. Look it up if you're curious, friends. It's kind of gross. It's very gross. What am I saying? Hot take: he's not funny. It is. Oh yeah, no. Look, Larry David is the one that's funny. I will say the only thing that Jerry Seinfeld had going for him, he had a very unique delivery that not a lot of other comics had. That was it. But the thing is, that works well with Larry David's writing, but that's just the end of the day. That's Larry David then. That's just the Jerry Seinfeld acting as Larry David's voice box. That's one of those shows I need to watch. I need to watch all. I've seen bits and pieces of Curb Your Enthusiasm. I need to watch all of it because I know it's a good show, and the episodes I've seen are fucking hilarious. His delivery is just complaining about everything. I complain about everything, and I'm not a millionaire comedian. Candy, have you tried dating younger men? I don't know. I know that was after he got fame. Come on. see if I can kind of like zhuzh some of these potatoes back together so they're not totally problematic in terms of putting them back together. Again, I'm kind of hoping that as they fry, it'll be a little bit easier on them. I think he got popular because he leaned into his New York one for some reason. Being New York was common. I don't understand because he wasn't your stereotypical New York comic. I feel like I think he doesn't have a New York accent. I don't know. I think the only thing I can think of is like, okay, you kind of rode the wave of like you're Jewish and you're in New York, which I know a lot of comics did. Because he's not the only one that did. I think he just one of the ones that got popular. I could be wrong. He may not be Jewish. I feel like he is. I don't know. And if anything, I actually will say the cast of characters he had with him on Seinfeld were better than him. I thought Julia Louis-Dreyfus was better. I thought Jason Alexander was better. Michael Richards was fine until he decided he wanted to do stand-up comedy and then realized he couldn't do it. But do you know that Jerry Seinfeld was a scientist IRL? He wanted to work with Jerry Seinfeld 17. Raven, that's a good one. How is this coming on? Boog, the Zwiebelkuchen has another about 15 minutes in the oven. We are now frying some potatoes. We're making the Bratkartoffeln. And your boy is learning how much of a pain in the butt it is to cook potato that's half cooked. Seen this pattern for quite a few famous persons. Oh yeah, no, that is a... Yeah, it's like, well, who's going to tell me I can't? It's like, most people, but you're not going to listen to most people. And until, like, the collective culture calls you out for it, no one will. And the thing is, too, it happened many, many moons ago, which does not help matters. Sorry, I had to leave for a bit. Oh, no worries, Boo Boo. You never got to apologize for walking. God, I fuck. Julia Louis-Dreyfus, I think, is the one that I've heard she was great in Veep. I've never watched Veep, but I heard she was great in it. But I know also, too, she had a lot of really good co-stars on Veep as well. That's one of those ones I would like to go and watch at some point. She also called Seinfeld on his bullshit of comedy is dead because of PC. No, you see, here's the thing. You can be funny and be politically correct. I don't know. Comedy is a unique beast because I also am very much under the. If you can't joke about one thing, you can't joke about anything too. I don't know. There's a very weird tenuous line that you always gotta tread with comedy. Sand it with fine grit, wet dry sandpaper. Ooh, fancy. Well, friends, if you want to know how to refinish plastic, that took way too long. Like, ooh, that is crispy. The rule, don't punch. That's exactly. You don't punch down. Some of these guys are cooking a little bit more than I would prefer. How are we looking in here? Does look good. Also, comedy isn't funny because of a PC, then explain why it's Always Sunny is still a fucking banger. I will say though, It's Always Sunny definitely has some very un-PC moments though. Stick around for that ad, friends. I hope it comes in handy someday. Exactly. I also will say though too, I stopped watching It's Always Sunny years ago. I think I only watched the first 3 seasons of it. It was really, really good. I think the thing is, it kind of came into the same argument as like Seinfeld. I'm like, none of these characters have redeeming qualities. They're all kind of awful people, which was the point. But they leaned hard into it. I'm like, yeah, they're all like pieces of shit in their own way. But no one tries to cancel it because it's actually funny to people. That's true. And the thing is too, they never punch down. They literally make fun of themselves for being pieces of they're basically, their comedy is, we're pieces of shit and look what happens as a result of us being pieces of shit. I don't know. I stopped watching after like I said, the second or third season. I remember, and it wasn't anything in particular. I was like, I kind of lost interest in it. So, come on. You know, I think if I was to do this again, I probably would not have cooked the potatoes as long as I did. Fine. Also. Oh, I didn't realize you weren't fully. They look okay. Like the thing is, like I think they're basically already cooked. It's just frying them now. But also, it's like they're fried potatoes. Of course, you fry anything, it's good. In the words of Guy Fieri, put that on a flip flop and I'll eat it. I think that's what he said. Like I said, that's scheduled there. I might have to change 1 or 2 items. I think I might have to change the Lethal Company one because, like I said, I think I actually have plans that night and I forgot about them. Yep, this is the problem when you already cooked the potatoes. I think the problem was too is that some of these potatoes were not like perfectly round. So I think some areas they cooked more, some areas they cooked less, and it's definitely showing as we try to slice them up. Ooh, Candy, can you get my mouth stretcher for me? I realize it's in the other room. Thank you. Yoshi, we'll have your mouth stretcher in a moment. Because I forgot. You know what the worst part is? I actually stared at it, and I'm like, oh yeah, I should grab that. I just didn't. We're definitely getting a little smoky. Turn the fan back on, because I can smell it smoking a little bit. Getting hungry? Thank you. I hadn't seasoned it yet. There's your mouth stretcher, Yoshi. Any other King catering? Yeah, you don't want to like catering. You do not want any catering. Trust me, this is the extent to which we go. I'm slurping on a smoothie and I hit the stick of the potatoes. I can imagine. Oh shit! Dug my finger in too deep on that one. Awesome. That's gonna burn. Woo! I literally jammed my finger right into the pan. Like, oh, that's gonna hurt. Ugh. Oh, motherfucker. I did. I was normally drunk when I did it, though. That's the thing. Yowza. That's gonna definitely hurt. I hashed on the taser. I feel like cooking. I would always say, yeah, that's a nay. That is a nay. Yeah, I missed where my finger was, and I put it right down to the bottom of the cast iron, which also has filled with hot oil. So yeah, right on that finger. That's gonna definitely have a burn on it at some point. Yeah. Oh, that's what that is. I found it. It was in the freezer. No, I've had worse burns. That one's gonna be... It's not gonna be pleasant, I'll tell you that much. It's really not. Done. Take you out. There you go, and... Yeah, so some of these guys sell hard. Yeah, they sell like pre-made hash brown patties at the grocery store. They're Cavendish brand. I definitely thought about buying them because they do look really good. Alright. Let's actually nudge you this way. Alright, this can actually go in the sink because they're done cutting potatoes. should be oil can go back in the cabinet. How's it? I'm gonna be feeling that later when I shower. That's all I'll say. Oh my god. Alright, okay. Do have to solve these guys, so let's actually put a little salt on them on the side. A little salt. I am drilling so much of this thing in. I don't know how it is I'm hungry, which does not help matters. I think that was 5 minutes. It's harder for me to tell when I'm doing this cooking stream because I don't have the timers easily accessible to me. Oh, I forgot I had this. Got a nice little kombucha for myself. I'll have this now. I have one. I just never use it. I have one. Trust me. I have the old school manual one. Like the little bell on the back. I've had this for years. I just never use it. I end up using my Fitbit more than anything else because it just has a built-in timer, and I'm more apt to notice that. I have one to get one of the nicer digital ones that you can kind of like put on top of your oven up here, because those ones are kind of nice. Like our friend Bionic has one. It's definitely very helpful. You're just gonna be in pieces. It's fine. Now the key is gonna be checking this Zwiebelkuchen when it's done. I guess where we got some lemon ginger Kevita probiotic refresher. They've been having a sale on these in my grocery store. I think it's because they're trying to get rid of them. But I like kombucha. It's spicy soda, my logic. And generally it's pretty low calorie too, so. But yeah. Oh, does anybody got any nice plans for the rest of the weekend? I know Mayday said that she's having dinner with a family dinner tonight. Raven, not Raven. Or Raven, what are you up to? Awkward, what are you up to? I assume Awkward's gonna be playing some more FF14. I'm just cooling my fingertip because this is gonna be a nasty little burn later, I think. That's the worst when you know you've burned yourself and it hasn't blistered, it hasn't fully formed yet, but you know it's there. Like, oh, you're gonna be not very pleasant in a few minutes. Okay, I think we got. Actually, it should be going off any moment now. Yep, almost done with the new story, and I will become insufferable when I'm done. Insufferable in what sense? Insufferable in what sense? That does look really fucking good. And the nice thing is, I think I can actually plop it right on top of here, because these guys are almost done. Oh yeah, no, these guys are pretty much done. Bits and pieces, get off. Burn sucks, especially when steam. I see. Oddly enough, I've never gotten a steam burn. Any burn I've ever gotten is literally touching something hot. Because even when many moons ago, like right in high school, like into college, I worked at McDonald's. I worked the grill at McDonald's. I should turn that on high because that's gonna start smoking. But I worked the grill because I was the only one that knew how to close it down at night. And let me tell you, I have burned myself many times on the giant ass griddle that was the McDonald's griddle. It's not fun, I'll tell you that much. It is not fun. And also, I would jokingly always say I would come back from work. The water, when I took a shower, would literally run off my hair because there was that much grease in it from working on top of the, working on the grill. Because it just gets everywhere and it just stays is the problem. I hate it cleaned. I never had to because they specifically did that at my McDonald's. They did that when the place was closed for the night. So they would we would close around like midnight, and there was a guy who came in who was the overnight guy. He did the cleaning, but he also emptied the deep fryers too. But yeah, no, I think I did it one time to help him out. It sucked. It is not fun. It's dangerous. It's dangerous for the fact that it's a minimum wage job too. I will say that as well. I'm like, wow, you could get really fucked up if something went wrong. Okay, you should have gone off. Why didn't you go off? Oh, because I set the alarm for tomorrow by accident. Whoopsies. Okay, this needs to come out. I'm like, why isn't this going off? Why did I set the alarm for tomorrow? It's fine. It's still cooking. So realistically, it's gonna look darker than I think that it actually needs to be, but I think that's okay. Oh. It looks pretty good. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That is looking pretty fucking good. Hi Ichi. Good morning. Afternoon. The crust actually looks like it did what it needed to do. Yeah, so this is I think it cooked a little bit longer than it needed to, I think. But I did hear some people say that like even when it gets dark, it still tastes pretty good. Zwiebelkuchen. Now the thing is I gotta let it cool off for a few minutes. Let me turn off the oven too. Because I do not need that on anymore either. It looks good though. It definitely looks like it came out. Let me do the obligatory pictures for a moment. Because of course, this goes on YouTube. Thank you for shouting out Ichi. That was when Ichi broke. Good cereal. Good soup. Who clipped this? I can't even remember.
Where did I go? I broke my stream, guys. I broke my stream. What happened?
Large pile over here. I have never. Here's the funny thing. Candy got me a pizza stone. I still haven't used it yet. It might have been me. I don't think it was. Maybe it was me. No, Candy got me a pizza stone. I still haven't used it yet. I buy pizza dough with the intention that I'm gonna make pizza, and I never do. And I end up having to toss the pizza dough because it turns into this like bubbling monstrosity in the fridge because it just keeps kind of fermenting in the container that it's in. And that is looking pretty fucking good. And the nice thing is too is that it didn't leak. I can tell, as far as I can tell you, it didn't leak out, which is a good thing. Pizza party? Eventually. Like I said, Candy got me a nice pizza stone not last Christmas, but the Christmas before, actually. Boy pizza. Boy pizza. Boy pizza. Girl dinner. I love when the girl dinner meme came out. I'm like, what's girl dinner? Like, a tall boy of booze, any medication, and maybe like a Hot Pocket. It's like, yes, that is the dinner I'm looking for. Oh my goodness. I'm literally just letting this thing settle now. But I think what I can possibly do... How hot are you? It's hot, but I can't pick it. It's like I can touch it, but I can't pick it up yet because it's still definitely very hot. Now the key is going to be is when I take the spring form off. If it actually keeps its shape. It looks like it should. Oh, then I'll keep its shape. I can tell right away. The crust is definitely there. But I definitely cannot touch yet. I should go dash potato. Okay. Wait, did Swissy actually? No, he didn't. No, Yeti. I overnight delivered one to my house. We got home on Thursday night. I went on Amazon. I'm like, can I get one to the house tomorrow? And sure enough, I'm like, oh, if you pay $1, it'll get there tomorrow by 3. I'm like, perfect. So yeah, I have a springform pan now. So if Yeti or Bionic needs to borrow one, guess what? I own one now. No, he didn't have one though. It definitely feels like a quiche, kind of touching it. It's kind of hot. And you know what the funny thing is actually with this thing? So the weird thing about the Zwiebelkuchen is you basically can eat it. So it's from southern Germany in the Swabia region. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. So the way you eat this, you eat it lukewarm or cold. I know damn well Candy is not going to eat this cold because Candy does not like cold eggs. Fun fact about her. Oh god, that is just nothing but kombucha. I'm sorry. I would fuck with this cold though. Now, I think the key is going to be, can we get a good cross section cut of it? Because it's been out for about 5 minutes or so. It says cool for 20 before serving. Might be able to go skirt around that a little bit. Let me actually see. Can we get you? Okay, you're not going to burn my hand. Cool. Let's actually flippy flop to this view. Oh god, this is heavy. Jesus. I'm like grabbing it, I'm like, why is it so heavy? But yeah. Let's see, can we... I kinda wanna see... Because I can just... There we go. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay. I see what you got going on. Definitely crisped up a little bit more on the side than I wanted, but I fucked with it though. Now the key is I'd like to get it off of this thing if I could, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to. But what I can do is at least put it on the cutting board. So that way then I can, what you call it? So much dried potato on this cutting board. The thing is, all my other cutting boards are like plastic. Like this is the only bamboo one that I own. I actually don't own any wooden cutting boards. I have one wooden cutting board. It's a tiny little McDonald's one. Not McDonald's, a tiny little Disney one. Because ideally, I want to take you. There we go. Because I want to be able to actually cut it. And the thing is that this little cork butt guy was too small to do so. All right. It's solid. It definitely is solid. Turn the exhaust fan off. Let's see. This is like cool 20 minutes. I'm not saying I can't start getting some plates out. Ready to go. You know, you're just gonna hang out here because I'm gonna have to watch it. Oh. Feel the heat coming off of this thing though. Alright, the real test is gonna be the first cut in. Ow. Thought I grabbed something sharp in there. I'm like, no. This is my other Chicago cutlery knife. It's I had that knife for 15 years. It does what it needs to do, and that's it. It's not a good knife. That's my utility. I don't care if I fuck it up kind of knife. Okay. Now the key is going to be, though, can I get it out of here with no issues? So one thing your boy does not own is kind of like the pie scoopy thing. I'm feeling you getting stuck on something. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's looking pretty fucking good. All right, let's get some potatoes on here for Candy. Candy's gonna have some of this now. I'm just gonna use my hands because I don't really care. I've washed them several times at this point. Of course, gotta get that plate in picture. Oh my god. You're running over, Yeti? Okay, I'll see you in a few minutes. Oh my god. I got down on my knees. I couldn't get back up. Alright, let's give this to Candy. Not really. Okay. Well, if you wanted to, I know you're close. So if you wanted to, bring Tupperware for later. Yeti can come over and grab it if he wants. I could see how this would probably be good cold too. But again, like, I don't mind cold eggs. I know Candy does not like cold eggs. Let me put you elsewhere for the moment. Yes. All right. You are sliding all over the place, and I don't like it. Okay. All right, let's see. This counter's filthy. Okay. Let's see how this came out. Kind of good thing is I got rid of all the potatoes. So that was like the one thing. I'm like, I didn't want to have leftover potatoes because they never reheat well. It's potato. Nothing wrong with it. A little salt, a little pepper. Now, this is what I'm curious about. Yo. That is good. It's basically a quiche, but you know what it is? It's a quiche, but it has that like caraway bite that rye bread has at the end of it, and I am all for that. Candy, what are your thoughts? It's pretty hot, I will say that too. I spur my mouth. It's pretty hot. I'm realizing it is like liquid. It's like magma in there. Because even when I took a bite, I'm like, it's pretty hot. It's pretty fucking hot. Came out good though. Like I would make this again. The problem is it's just a lot of work. Same as I'm gonna drive. All right, man. We'll see you in a few hours. You know the issue? I could see why this would be good cold. Because if it's cold, all the egg kind of condenses down a little bit more. Because right now it's very airy, which makes sense because it's still probably about 150, 200 degrees. But that cool, god damn, that's probably pretty good. That was fun. I like doing these. I actually like doing them early during the day too, because now I have my afternoon still. Yeah. I think that's where we're gonna wrap up for the day. Got some delicious food, got some taters, got the actually let me flippy flop the camera. Good stuff. I mean, it's not a great picture, but whatever. There'll be pictures on Instagram. But yeah. So thank you to everyone who came by. Yoshi for the raid. Again, go check out Yoshi for all things Soulsborne, party animals, Minecraft, Hades, everything. What, Yoshi? What's the oof for? But oh, you're doing Liza P? Nice. Have you played Liza P before? I've wanted to play because I do like the aesthetic of it a lot. It's just one of those games I haven't picked up yet, but I do like the aesthetic of it. I'll have to take a peek because I've seen Gremlin's Hobble play it, and I've seen Clamps play a little bit of it, and I think Imp Girl has played it as well. I've seen all three of them play it, and it does look like a lot of fun. I also like the aesthetic of it being in like alternate history, like Revolutionary era France, which is kind of cool. But Candle will be on tomorrow with Rising Storm. Is that what it's called? Life is Strange Rising Storm. I think it's the next Life is Strange before the storm. Watch Candy yell at a bunch of white girls before the storm. Candy's gonna yell at a bunch of white girls in game. I will be back on Monday because we're gonna do Monday night streams now as opposed to me doing them on Sundays. So I don't know what I'm doing on Monday yet. I might do some Majora's Mask. I might do some Honkai. I haven't decided. I think I kind of made the decision. That's so valid. Listen, it is what it is. I literally, when Candy was last streaming it, I said this game is too white for you, and she's like, and I believe she yelled. King said it. I didn't say it. I'm like, no, I stand by it. Thank you, Rabe, for hanging out. But yeah, Monday night I'll be doing either Honkai or Majora's Mask again. In Stars and Time, I'm gonna finish it. I might finish it solely for YouTube because I'm realizing it's getting kind of grindy, and I'm like, it makes it hard to keep doing it on stream because it's the same thing over and over again, which I know is the point of the game, but it makes it hard to stay interested in it on stream. But we need to find a friend to raid off to now. Who's online right now? Well, that's myself. Let's see. Do we want to see some Outlast 2? Do we want to see some Dishonored? Do we want to see some Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom? We want to see some Super Mario Odyssey? What are people feeling? If not, I'm going to make the executive decision. I think I know where we're going to go, though. Unless somebody has a strong opinion in another way. Oh, they just started? Perfect. I think we're going to go raid Bulba. We're going to go raid Bulba. I rarely if ever get a chance to raid Bulba, only because he has a very busy schedule. I have a very busy schedule. Bulba is doing Tears of the Kingdom. The Bulba-ist of boys. Yeah, I don't get a chance to raid. I'm actually I think he is streaming on Saturdays now occasionally, so I don't get a chance to raid him that often. So go show Bulba some love. Raid 2. Okay, cool. That's what it is. I don't remember. But yeah, go show Bulba some love. Candy will be on tomorrow. I'll be on Monday. Let me just copy my own raid message. I know how to do that. What the? I hate trying to copy my own shit on Twitch. I will point that out. I hate trying to do it. But There we go. Got it. All right, go show Bulba some love. And with that being said, friends, no matter where you are in this big and beautiful wide world, have a beautiful morning, a beautiful evening, and a beautiful night. And I will catch y'all next time. Goodbye, everybody.
What that is. Either way, I would hold you in my arms.